Alright, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be covering another Diablo 4 video on a Blood Summoner Necromancer build for leveling. And I'm really excited about this build. This has the best synergy out of any of the builds I've seen anyone else do on YouTube. So we're just gonna jump right into it, but if you like this kind of content, be sure to leave me a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun jazz. So let's just jump right into it. So, Book of the Dead. You're going to want to go to your skeleton warriors. You want reapers with a 15% chance to form a corpse. On your skeletal mages, I've been using the cold mages with the first option, which gives you 2 essence every time they hit with their primary attack. Now, for your golem, I suggest once you get to the Iron Golem, just go ahead and sacrifice it to get 30% increased critical strike damage. So that's all for the Book of the Dead. Now, when we look at the abilities, okay, so we're going to be picking up Hemorrhage, which has a 20% chance to form a blood orb. Then we'll pick up Enhanced Hemorrhage. So after you pick up a blood orb, your next hemorrhage also deals damage to enemies around your target and grants 2 additional essence per enemy hit. So that's going to help you refill your essence pretty quick. Hemorrhage grants 1.6% base life as Fortify each time it hits an enemy, and has a 1.5% chance per enemy hit to fortify you for 100% base life. So this is also a good pick, and we'll get, like, this will synergize later with some of the other abilities we're going to be picking up. So for our core damage, we're picking up Blood Surge, and I go ahead and max this out. This is going to draw blood from your enemies, dealing 197 damage, and then it expels a Blood Nova, which deals 493 damage. So it deals damage twice, and then Blood Nova's damage, or Blood Surge's Nova damage, is increased by 10% per enemy drained up to 50%. So if you're hitting 5 enemies, that's the max damage you'll get from it. Then I pick up Enhanced Blood Surge. This is going to heal you for each of the enemies that you draw from, up to 5% max. Then each time an enemy is hit by Blood Surge's Nova, you're fortified by 1% of your base life. So while you have Fortify over 50% of your maximum life, Blood Surge deals 20% increased damage. Now, the way Fortify seems to work, it starts going away. It starts reducing as soon as you're out of combat. So you're going to be wanting to go from group of enemies to group of enemies fairly quickly to keep your Fortify active. So we move down to the next tier, and I put 1 point in Blood Mist, because this is a really good survival ability. This is going to keep you alive if you mess up and get crowd controlled, get knocked down, frozen, whatever. You can hit this ability and get out of it. It's also, since I put extra points into Enhanced Blood Mist, casting a skill that overpowers reduces cooldown by 2 seconds, and then Dreadful Blood Mist fortifies you by 0.5% base life each time it hits an enemy. So that's going to feed into your Fortify for your Blood Surge and help you keep your Fortify active. Then I put 3 points into Skeletal Warrior Mastery. We want to keep our skeleton warriors doing as much damage as possible, and it increases their life by 45%. So that's a really good talent. Then you'll want to move down to the next tier and pick up Decrepify. And yes, I know this doesn't look all that great to start out with. However, it's going to slow the enemies and cause them to deal 20% less damage for 10 seconds. But the reason we're picking Decrepify is for the extra talents. So Enhanced Decrepify, enemies hit while afflicted with Decrepify have up to a 10% chance to be stunned for 2 seconds. I have 7 minions out plus myself. That's 8 people or 8 different things attacking the enemies that all have a chance to stun them. So it adds up. It's actually a pretty decent chance to get stuns on enemies. Then Abhorrent Decrepify, enemies hit while afflicted with Decrepify have up to a 15% chance to reduce your active cooldowns by 1 second. So you use your ultimate ability, then put Decrepify on enemies, and this is going to chip away at the cooldown remaining on that. This is actually really useful for using your ultimate abilities. I also put 3 out of 3 in Skeletal Mage Mastery, increasing the damage and life of your skeletal mages by 60%. Huge upgrade right there. On the next tier, picking up Necrotic Carapace. When a corpse is formed from your skills or your minions, fortify for 6% base life. So, yeah, this is going to be proccing all the time. Every enemy that you kill is going to be fortifying you. For the ultimate ability, I picked Army of the Dead, and the reason I picked this wasn't so much for the damage, although the damage is nice. But Prime Army of the Dead, when the skeletons explode, they have a 15% chance to leave behind a corpse, so that's going to help you. As well as Supreme Army of the Dead, also raises your skeletal warriors and skeletal mages. So if you're having trouble keeping them alive, this is going to help a lot. Then I picked up Inspiring Leader, which gives me and my minions 4% attack speed if I'm healthy for 4 seconds. But really I just put this point in to get to Hellbent Commander. Your minions deal 30% increased damage while you're close to them. So that should be most of the time. Then for your key passive, I suggest Kalen's Edict. Your minions gain 15% attack speed after you've not taken damage in the last 3 seconds. While you have at least 7 minions, this bonus is doubled. So that's a 30% attack speed increase for your minions. So once you get to that point, it's really good to go ahead and start filling in some other points that are really useful, such as Grum Harvest. Consuming a corpse generates 6 essence. I only have 2 points in. This will be 9 once I get another point in. And then Fueled by Death, you'll deal 9% increased damage for 6 seconds after consuming a corpse. So this is going to be another really good talent to get. Once you have those two, I suggest taking a look at Gruesome Mending. Now this one in itself is meh, don't really care about it that much, but you have to put one here to unlock Coalesce Blood. While healthy, your blood skills deal 6% increased damage. This is 18% increased damage on blood skills once you have 3 points in it. And then taking a look at Drain Vitality. Hitting enemies with blood skills has up to a 25% chance to fortify you for 2% base life. So another source of fortify. So there's a lot of these abilities that really work together, have really good synergy together, and this build really works out well. I'm going to put some gameplay on the end here of me fighting a boss just to show you the worst scenario for this, because that's kind of where this build is the weakest, is when you're fighting a boss. You've got a little more of a struggle to keep your minions active, but that's all I've got to you, and that's all I've got for you today. I just wanted to share my build with you, and I'll give you a little gameplay of it in action. So be sure to leave me a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun jazz, and I'll catch you next time.
Ready yet.
you, I'd be dead. I think I can manage from here. Please.
I'm low on essence. I need more essence.